Describe the performance that you put on.
What I do?
Yeah.
Well, most of my songs are fast.
I mean, what do you put into it?
Well, whatever I sing, that's what I really mean. Like I'm singing a song. I don't sing it if I don't mean it. To see a show in Europe, like Europe, yeah, I think that's good. First we started in Gary, Indiana, So we just started listening to the radio, and so we just got together. Then we sang country songs.
Dance or keep the time to the music, and that's part of us. It's like something we have to have, and it's in us, because I don't know what I would do if there wasn't music. Music is a way of getting across to people. People may not want to read, but they will always listen to music. I want to do things that's never been done before. Different countries, Africa, Japan, New Zealand, Scotland. We want to sell twice as many records. We want to do the things that we've dreamed of. One of the most important things to being successful is listening. It's listening and watching and being a good person to work with, easy to work with. Every day after school, other kids would be outside playing and they would tease us, oh, you're doing this, you're not going to get nowhere, you're not going to, and we just rehearsed it. That's the way the Jacksons feel about the music and its effect on the people of all races. If politicians and other people of different backgrounds can't bring the world together, we'll try to do it with music. God, because we've been doing this a long time and my health is still good, and I've been all over the world 2 times, and I'm still doing what I'm doing. I've entertained many races, many people, and everywhere we've gone, the response has been really incredible, and I'm thankful to be chosen to do it, and I want to do more things and better things, and to keep on going, and thank all the people. Sleep on stage. I hate leaving the stage. I was raised on stage, and when I'm not on stage, I'm not as happy, and everything seems to be foreign to me, or new. Think about much. I don't think at all, actually. I'm feeling it. It's not a thing of thinking or mechanics. It's all spirit and feeling. And sometime, every once in a while, I'll think about the next flight, tomorrow's flight, or where we're going to be. But it's mainly I'm so much into the music, I don't think.
Is that as good as it gets as a performer?
Gee, if I say no, I'll sound arrogant. I don't think I'm ever pleased with my performances. Never. And after that performance, I wasn't happy either. I wanted to do the 5 spins, then go on the toes and freeze there and just hold it and stay there, you know, and I didn't, but they didn't know.
Do you have to top yourself all the time, and is that the hardest part?
I think the next one is always the toughest one, because people expect more. It is more.
What you're hearing is not the electric drum machine. It's a hardwired 48-track digitally mastered human.
What I mean, so I'll take that and use that as the main foundation for the track and build all the sounds around that. What I'm saying?
Are you really anxious to get back on stage?
I miss the fans.
Yeah.
That's my chance to get to really, you know, see them and feel their presence. 100,000 people out there, and it's a song that you wrote in a little hotel room somewhere, and you see a sea of people singing the lyrics, all in unison, and holding up candles, and you go, wow. You know, it just really makes your heart happy, and that's what really makes you feel like everything's okay. Everything changed. Hey, what? Yeah. I'm so shy. I don't know.
Thing that never disappoints you?
I'm just never satisfied with what I do creatively, you know. I just regret the limitation of my own imagination. I just feel there's so much more. I don't think I've ever done a project where I was totally happy with it. Art, you know, or like making a movie. you know? I get in there and I make sure shots are correct and choreography is right. It has to be executed properly, you know? Because once it's done, it's immortal. It's, you can't go back. It's a moment that's remembered forever.
I remember this was the Ed Sullivan Show. As young as I was, I never felt shy while performing. It was what I did and what I came into the world to do.
Here we are, the world's greatest number, Jackson.
It still seems strange, 6 years old, watching a cartoon show on TV, and the cartoon is you. I enjoy it. It was so exciting. Thriller was, and still is, the biggest selling album in history, and the Victory Tour was my chance to deliver it personally to millions of people all over the world. I felt pretty good the night of the 1984 Grammy Awards. Thriller was hot, and I thought maybe I could win. After winning for Best Album, I thought, that's that. I thought Lionel would win for Best Single.
Yes, the record of the year is, she said, beat it, Michael Jackson.
I was really surprised. Co-writing We Are the World with Lionel Richie just had to be the most satisfying time in my professional career. What jubilation. This 87-88 tour began in Japan, and the reactions were wonderful. The people are so sincere and so hospitable. Thank you, Japan. We were scheduled to do 9 concerts, but there was so much demand. We did 14. I want to go back to Australia. The people are so much fun there, especially the young people. These are the people who make it all happen. There's just so much that has to come together on no tour. It's their talent that makes things click.
Person who want to be honest and do good and make people happy and give them the greatest sense of escapism through the talent that God has given me, you know? That's where my heart is. It's all I want to do. That's all. I just want to say, look, leave me alone and let me do what I want to do, which is share and give and put a smile on people's face and make their heart feel happy.
There's a song I wrote, which is the most honest song I've ever written. It's the most autobiographical song I've ever written. It's called Childhood.
Have you seen my childhood?
They should listen to it. That's the one they really should listen to. I wanted to have a place that I could create everything that I never had as a child. So you see rides, you see animals, there's a movie theater. I was always on tour, traveling, you know, and I never got a chance to do those things. So I compensated for the loss. I have a good time. I mean, I can't go into a park. I can't go to Disneyland as myself. I can't go out and walk down the street. There's crowds and bumper-to-bumper cars, and so I create my world behind my gates. Everything that I love is behind those gates. We have elephants and giraffes and crocodiles and every kind of tigers and lions, and we have busloads of kids who don't get to see those things. They come up, sick children, and enjoy it. They enjoy it in a pure, loving, fun way. It's people with a dirty mind that think like that. I don't think that way. That's not me.
Your dad, or
I'm very much like my father in a lot of ways.
Tell us.
He's very strong. He's a warrior. He's always taught us to be courageous and to be confident and to believe in our ideals. And no matter what, no star is too far to reach. And you never give up. And our mother taught us that as well. No matter what.
So you're a warrior also?
Absolutely. It's important to love your neighbors.
But where does it come from? Where does that almost instinctive love of you come from? What do you think?
I truly think it comes from my mother and God, and the way we were raised and the values my father instilled in us as youth. And she was always there with the Bible, teaching us. We'd go to, service all the time, like 4 times a week. Yes, of course.
They're not far from here right now.
That's right.
And what is that relationship like? I'm so close to my mom, obviously.
It's wonderful, actually. At this season in our lives, at this stage, I think you tend to appreciate who your parents are more and what they've done for you. You almost start to retract everything and where you are in your life and all the wonderful things they instilled in you. You start to see them come forth to take fruition in your life. And I'm starting to, see a lot of things, traits that my father influenced me on and my mother, and so it's been amazing.